Alrighty, hey there guys, how are we all doing? So, now it's time to basically be the bad guy and force the Rabbit Squad to try to transfer schools. And I'm saying yes, but it is bad guy because technically we kind of are, because, reminder, they were protesting the shutdown of their school. So we're kind of forcing them to do this. So, we'll see how things go. Starting off with part 6, food delivery operation. Next morning, I went to the park to check on how the Rabbit Squad was doing. By the way, you will be seeing this backdrop a crap load. So yeah, get used to it. We're not going to be seeing anything different from this. Put a trap here. Golly sensei. Here I thought it was a dirty stray dog. Why is there a trap here? Isn't it obvious? We're securing the perimeter against possible intruders. Is that our least favorite, Sensei? I'd be careful. Buried a mine around there. This is overkill. I don't know where it is though. Let's see. How to find it. I guess if something goes kaboom, voila! We found it. Here's to turning this park into a war zone. Well, how else are we supposed to protect ourselves? This is basic procedure. Apparently, using anti-tank mines and exploding trap wire aren't basic procedure, though. I'm guessing Miyako told you that. Well, on a mission, you can never be too prepared. Never be lulled into a false sense of security. That's what losers do. I mean, to be fair, you guys got cocky. To be fair, you guys got cocky, and that's how I won. So, Taki, Moe, are you okay? Both okay? I heard a lot of noise coming from over here. It's Sensei. Hello, Sensei. What business do you have before the sun is even up? How'd you sleep last night? Let's see if you need anything. Fine. Shouldn't worry yourself so much. SOT students are well trained for these kinds of situations. Yeah, we could pitch a tent and get a fire going with our eyes closed. Survival skills are a must for any SRT student. Well, we're hardly in the wilderness here. We have running water and electricity. Practically a 5-star hotel. And there's lots of shade too, so lookout duty isn't bad. The situation is entirely under control. You may leave. Yep. No issues, whatever. Nada, 0, zilch. Was that noise? It was thunder. We were prepared for a thunderstorm. Saki, you're telling me we betrayed us all, you dummy. It's not like I can stop it from happening, alright? I want to go home. As I said, we're all quite content here. Is that so? You ever heard of the term hangry? It means I'm angry because I'm hungry. You see, Sensei? You know what? Fine. Yeah, we haven't had a single crumb of food since yesterday. This space was built from retrofitted park, and the only consumable thing is water from the drinking. And there's anywhere we can request supplies from. We should have gotten food rations from SRT Academy. They're practically living in Fallout. What is this anti-aircraft missile instead? Can you eat an anti-aircraft missile? Huh? Hey, don't come after my missiles just because you're hungry. They're important too. Think about the glitz and glamour it's kaboom. And anyway, Miss Hypocritical, didn't you just bring up a bunch of textbooks? Why don't you eat the paper? Blasphemy! We're still SRT students. How could a dedicated student possibly leave their textbooks behind? Cops are up our student count for suspended, so we have no money. Never gonna be allowed to hear forgotten starved. Slowly wasting away to nothing. I want to go back to your SRT building. Not fair. Is that Instant Cup ramen? The Matoshan brand chicken soy sauce ramen? I don't only drool this much for explosives. Brought a lot of different flavors. There's enough for everyone. Well, if the ever generous sensei is simply insisting we take the ramen, what's a little girl like me to do? Stop right there. I would beware of accepting that. Providing essential goods to people in desperate circumstances only to extract whatever they want in return is an extortion tactic as old as time. We don't know what Sensei's true motivations are. Don't be fooled by their supposed kindness. I really just don't want you to starve to death. Are you looking down on us, Sensei? Anything worth their salt knows not to consume anything you didn't personally pack during an operation. I'll never accept your extortion food. What are you doing? We really aren't going to eat a single bite, you know? Yes, we're really making ramen in front of 4 starving girls, because we're trying to get them to stop their protest. Yeah, like I said, we're not the good guy here. We are not the good guy here. And I'm also automatically going to just straight say this. I don't like either 4-1 or 4-2. I'll talk more about that when we're done with these. I don't want to let my my negativity kind of drag things down, but I think these are the weakest chapters. I think both parts of 4 are the weakest chapters. Also, where the heck did we get the boiling water from? Like, seriously, where did we get the boiling water from? Form torture. Getting colder as we speak. Yeah, like I said, we're not helping. We're not helping. Stay strong, Rabbit Squad. See Sensei's cunning tactics break down our will. I guarantee Sensei's waiting for us to take the bait to attack. That's right. Do you really think you'll break my will with a cup of cheap instant ramen? What's something 100 times yummier if you're gonna extort me? Really what you want? More for me. Occupancy concentration. Only involving the slippery broth? This is a slurp of madness. Stay strong, boy. Elite students' SOT can't be brought down by one measly cup of ramen. Everyone, take a deep breath and focus. Remember how we learned counterattack torture methods with antipsychotic drugs at the academy? These are school kids. What the fuck? Why the fuck are they learning to counteract torture methods with antipsychotic drugs? The stimulus to the ramen smell may be strong, but our will is stronger. I'll do my best. We'll never give up on the SRT Academy, Sensei. And egg. I will be straight honest, I don't approve of Sensei doing this. I don't approve, like, this just feels so out of character for character. That's just now. That was an Oatsen egg, wasn't it? Look at the soft consistency of the yolk. It'll only be one thing. Processing into a barely set egg, turning into a savory pudding like treat. All fixing like that. You got a cheap instant ramen cup. Must be delicious. You want some? Yes. Bakery's even better ramen, I've heard. Like I said, I don't want. Like I said, this. I knew it. As I said, extortion trick is old its time. You revealed your true colors, you will grow up. That was Sensei. I thought I was the crazy one around here. I'll reiterate. We have no intention of transferring schools. You thought you could take advantage of our abysmal situation. But we will remain here where we can persevere the convicts and justice we always fought for at SRT Academy. Creature comforts are no substitute for conviction. And an address written on a piece of paper. What's this? It's okay to get food for anyone but me, right? Go to this address and you'll get fed for free. I like this. I like this because I like this. You're offering us food for nothing in return? I made it clear. We're not students you can help, Sensei. Understood. I don't believe in much choice but to accept. So, thank you, Sensei. You really... No, we have not. I'm playing through story normally. You really believe that Wily Sensei's no evil intentions sending us here? Maybe our conviction swayed Sensei's mind. Please, Miyu. That's why I can't stand you. You really there googly eyes and grumbly tummies made someone like Sensei go, oh dear, I have to help these poor students out of the goodness of my heart. I don't know. Sensei seems sincere when they give us the note. Maybe they even help us bring back SRT. This should be the place. Where's the food? Saki, catch me with you, I'm gonna fade from hunger. Wait, is this where the Shally office is? There's only weapons and junk. They should be here by now. Yeah, this actually is your first time seeing Sora in story. Hey, Sensei Directive's here. Yes, I'm glad you found it. I'm so happy Sensei set this up for me. You must be the bento disposal specialists. Bento disposal specialists? Yes. Our convenience store is the most popular, so we end up having a lot of old product. That's mostly because Angels 24 is part of Chalet. So we mostly just kind of get students. Usually I have to get rid of them myself, but it's a lot of work for someone as small as me. So when Sensei told me they found some people to come dispose of them for me, I was so happy. They're right here. Mickey wants out. Oh no, did I offend you? Oh my gosh, you're not disposal specialists? Oh no, not at all. That's us, the bento disposal specialists at your service. We just weren't sure if this was the right place. Oh, that's relief. Looks like you're a little scary right now. Because you're hungry. I mean, because we work so hard, you know? You don't happen to have any old milk or drinks, do you? Oh, yes, of course. Let me bring you everything right now. Are you stupid, Moe? Accepting expired lunches? Look, you stoop so low. They're about to expire. Not expired, okay? What else are you supposed to do, Miss Superiority? We're the Rabbit Squad of SRT Academy. Lead to the elite. Well, go get your panties in a bunch somewhere else. I'm gonna enjoy every last delectable bite of lunch myself. Wait a second, I didn't say I won't eat. Please, Moe. This the end for us. This is our lives now. Begging food like stray dogs, never knowing just week for the home cooked meal. Also, if you're wondering why I'm talking so low when it's Miyu, That's honestly just how I imagine her speaking, and honestly how easy it is for people to overlook her. Just completely, almost mumbly quiet. You know, Sensei. I will never ever forget this insult. Never. Operation Carrot. Well, Carrot won. A few days later, I visited the park to check on how Miyako and the rest were doing. Hold right there, Moe. Who said you get to have the yakiniku bento? They took the bento. They took the bento. I did, actually. What are you gonna do about it? You took this Shogayaki bento yesterday. It had the most meat. Give me that back and take this mung bean sprout bento. Make me. I don't see you jumping a chance to eat that junk. Hey, I'm still here. Can I just eat a sausage bento? Yes! Will you settle down? You're acting like wild dogs fighting over the last bone. It's undignified. We're not even certain where our next meal is going to come from right now. The best thing we could do is fill our stomachs while we can and not fight amongst ourselves. You want the mung bean sprout bento then? I think I like this karage bento here. No one wants it, right? That's the most expensive one here, Miyako. You're not doing anyone any favors. So, how's it going? Is your superpower bad timing or something? I'm sure not fighting over old expired bentos. What are you doing here? We're about to have a nice friendly lunch with our beloved squad members. Most people would call that fighting. Well, good thing we're not most people. To you, it may look like yelling, but to us, it's simply a very fair, democratic process of distributing our rations. No matter the results, we're comrades in arms who are dedicated to our cause and each other. We're all willing to make the necessary sacrifices. And I'm sure you don't mind sacrificing yakiniku bento then. If you don't take your stinking hands off that bento. Well, this is embarrassing. But as Taki said, there's nothing to concern yourself with. Our initial food supply problem has been resolved. We're fine. This was going to return our bentos. Are you surprised, Sensei? You don't plan to humiliate us with leftovers as bento disposal experts flop like dead fish. I mean, okay. Okay, you might. Yeah, they say it was a plan. We did not intend for it to be seen as humiliating to them. They're the ones that are actually taking it as a humiliation tactic. This is what I would have done if done. This is legit what I had canned us doing. Okay? Like they're actually like this is actually how Rabbit Squad gets food now. Food. Basically the leftover bentos from Angel 24/7. Yes, this one students of SRT Academy would never let something so trivial deter us from accomplishing our mission. You thought you would humiliate us into submission, but it backfired. Now we can survive here as long as we want. So, go away. You say that, but you look a little peaked. You have fever? Are you sick? Don't come closer! Take one more step and I'll show you the strenuous combat training we received at SRT. Why are you panicking? Well, here comes embarrassment number 2. Stop inching closer or I won't miss next time. Why is everyone so on edge? Because... Oh. I knew I shouldn't have eaten fish. No, it's not that, Sensei. What's this whole time? No one told me. And everything, this trying to hurt my feelings the most. I actually like this. Even Sensei, no. We're the ones who smell. Saki, have you ever heard of... How do you say it? Man, shutting up. Don't tell me you don't feel gross too. I remember the last time I showered. Why don't you go to public bath? Does money grow out of our ears? Can't even buy food. How are we meant to afford public baths? Don't wash public restrooms anymore. Can't take a real shower in them. Having to rough out it is par for the course during operations, but it's not very sustainable in the long run. Need a place to go get cleaned up. You can use the showers at Chalet. I've never heard anything more suspicious in my life. And we've heard some pretty suspicious things in our time. Gonna do while we shower? Do they still have weapons? I've seen this on TV. Sensei wants to sniff our icky, stinky clothes while we shower. Is that right, weirdo? What do you guys think I am? An adult who can't be trusted. Evil incarnate. Someone I like to blow up. It won't matter. This is cruel. The point is, please refrain from visiting the park until we can shower. Refrain from visiting us again at all, actually. Until we can shower. Just when would that be? We have no hot water, and a cold shower in this weather is a recipe for illness. Oh, how about I throw an incendiary bomb into the bathroom and it'll warm up the water? Well, you're just too smart. He loves to make everything dirtier, including us. Found an empty drum barrel. Drum barrel? We could fill one with water and light a fire underneath it. I have seen it done before at Hiyakiako Academy. It seemed to work. It's weird that Miyako brought up Hiyakiako, because that's not really a thing that you would think that they do. Like, we've never... Well, okay, we did see it once. So we did see it once, because if you remember, back in the mini story for 227, when that I did after the hot spring event, that's what Michiru and Tsukio were trying to show Sakura and Nadoka, thinking, oh, this is what we do. And it's like, yeah. Do I look like a freaking ninja to you? You want to die? Another dumb idea from a dumb teacher. They only do that in the old movies. Seriously, are you an old fart, Sensei? I hate to say this, but what are other options? All tub in the park? It's expensive. Bunch of broke students. By the way, Access Kubota's digital resource management system. Look at any work sites utilizing drum barrels nearby. Everyone else, gear up and be ready for dispatch. Dispatch? Have you lost your mind, Miyako? Successful operations aren't just flashy shooting skills. Without meeting our basic needs, why will we never be able to perform at their best? So, starting now, commence Operation Carrot. Secure a drum barrel top. And next is Operation Carrot 2. Excuse me, by the way. This is Rabbit 1. Time is 2100 hours. I arrived at Point Delta. Area clear. Confirmed. Moving to retrieve the carrot at Point Echo. Hello, Can't Rabbit. Back in her element. 12 member GPS signals locked and loaded, baby. Loading dock. Security is changing shifts just like we planned. So, dance your pretty little self down straight to Point Echo. I'm still not thrilled about this. Yeah, they brought us. I didn't ask, Sensei. If your intention of coming was to lecture us, you're not needed here. A special ops site is no place for you to be anyway, Sensei. Then why was I coming? I was worried something might happen. Are you worried we might steal something? You think so little of us? Students of SRT Academy are dedicated to our mission. Protect the safety of the citizens. We would not steal civilian property. Based on our intel, the empty drum barrels here are already scheduled for disposal. It costs them any money. In fact, we negate their disposal costs and labor. Why not just ask for them? Sensei! I mean, to be fair, I have a good point. Why the hell are you guys asking? Sensei doesn't think that little of us. I think we're beggars on the side of the street. We'll get down on our knees and ask for someone else's trash. Get it through your head. We're elite members of SRT Academy and we will not accept your charity, Valkyrie's charity, or some stupid industrial company's charity. But before... Well, with the bentos, I don't defend myself. We secured discarded bentos through our own effort. That was not charity. It was charity. It was charity. Because reminder, they're the ones who are taking it as insult. I forgot to read Saki's line. You'll never break our pride. Rabbit, it's a bit double clicking. Rabbit 2, you need to lower your voice. We're on enemy turf. Let's move out. Rabbit 2, lead reconnaissance ahead, but if you see the enemy, do not engage. Who died made you boss again, Miyako? Rabbit 2, please refer to my codename during missions. This is basic protocol. Oh, now you're a stickler for protocol. Stop trying to distract from my question. What gives you the right to order me around? That's... I'm squad leader Rabbit. Oh, and who made you the squad leader, huh? Wasn't it those little snotheads from the General Student Council? The ones who shut down SRT Academy? So tell me, considering we're rebelling against General Student Council, what makes you think you still get to boss us around? I don't think this is a matter the two of us can decide. Both options suck. Bleh. 6 sides. Understood. For this mission, Saki will take the lead of Rabbit. Rabbit 2, your orders. That's what I thought. We're just dealing with a bunch of security guards, not trained enemies. I received top marks on all my simulated extraction trainings. Just watch me. Saki. Rabbit 2. Where should I stand by? Oh, as a sniper. Well, I don't have notes on effective sniper placement. That one, urban environment. So maybe drink too much at dinner again. Then you go to the bathroom. Enemy approaching. It's not supposed to be a patrol route this way. He's looking for the bathroom. This wasn't in the plans. Saki, he's coming towards me. What should I do? He's second-hand stuff. Can I run away? So, take the high ground. As high as you can. According to textbooks, basic sniping involves securing a higher line of sight. Wait, Saki, no. High points might be good for sniping, but she won't be able to escape. Shut up, Miyako. I got this under control. I just hear something. Intruders! You thieves! Are you after the latest shipment? Who are you calling a thief? Technically, you guys. Everyone, engage! Make your way to Point Epsilon and be sure to cover each other's backs. Route numbered. Yep, you have a fight. Yep, you have a fight to do. It's weird that Moe is not available because she's also a special unit. Like, she is a special unit as well. So it's really weird that there's no Moe. like, it's really weird. But we can to talk about their skills. Annoyingly, we also don't have a healer. Like, none of them have healing skills. Miyu applies weakness detection to one enemy for 10 seconds and deals percentage of her attack as additional damage to inflicted enemies. It will not trigger crit and applies up to 120 times. It is a single target attack. Miyako inflicts percentage of attack damage to one enemy, like stun. Saki deals percentage attack to enemies in a circular area. It also inflicts stun. Saki is kind of the most useful out of these when you're in a group and when you're dealing with a group. Miyako and Miyu are good for bosses. Moe is also good for groups too. In fact, she's way better than Saki at dealing with groups. Like if we had Moe, I would told this group would be gone. This entire group would be gone. Okay. Anyway, Miyako first. Stun him. Miyu. And that is the end of this. Honestly, I use Miyu a lot because her skill is actually really useful and she's a good support. I don't actually use Miyako or Saki. I don't because they're single target focused. They're both good units, but I don't. Moe is good for when you're dealing with commissions, though. Where those thieves go? They're here somewhere. Search every nook and cranny. Stop calling us thieves! Saki, please be quiet. Hostiles are still nearby. Rabbit 1 reporting in the Camp Rabbit. We arrived at Point Echo and the carrier has been secured. No injuries to report. Original evacuation route is blocked now. And more enemy reinforcements are on the way. Oh wow, Saki messed up again? I'm so surprised. Not. Loma's top of her class, but absolutely trash actual field work. Shut up, Moe. I'm still better than you. Oops, and perfect plan. There is no such thing as perfect plan in real life. What a good show off this strength to Sensei. Instead, I just embarrassed myself in the academy. Wait, where's Miyu? She's not with you? Her GPS indicator is right next to yours. That doesn't make sense. That dummy. She left her radio in the bag. She must have panicked and left it when the enemy started approaching her. I think. Miyu has the tendency to follow orders to a T. She said to go as high as she can. I would assume tower crane in building B. There's no way. Mary's crawling with security guards. There's no means of escape from there either. She's got to be stuck up there. What should we do, Saki? Is that even a question? Operation the Carrier is now a rescue mission. We'll have to leave the drum barrels. There's no way we can fight and carry them at once. Unfortunately, yes. Getting Miyu back safe and sound is our top priority as of now. But we're severely outnumbered. We need to prepare for some damage on our end. Sensei? Have a plan? Let's put these drum barrels over our heads. I'm sorry, you want to hide under the barrels all the way to Miyu's location? We need realistic solutions, Sensei. I have read something like this before. In one of our textbooks, they would talk about some Legendary agent when hide under boxes and barrels to pull off impossible infiltration missions. Yes, yes. A Metal Gear Solid reference. Yes. Because I actually kind of like it, like when they do that. How do you intend to move around? A rogue drum barrel moving by itself will only draw more attention. Look, it's not the best. What else are we gonna do? I would rather use my precious textbook as a coaster than listen to Evil Incarnate over there. But Miu is in a situation because of me. I can't let her down. Understood. I'll put my faith in you for this mission. Find and equip yourselves with a drum barrel. Let's move out. Operation Carrot, save Miu. Water went down the wrong pipe. I might sound crazy, but has this drum barrel always been there? There's drum barrels all over. It's floating dock. It's not into you. That's why I said it might sound crazy, but I swear the drum barrel was moving a second ago. Did you drink too much at dinner again? Well, sober up. Boss is gonna have our heads if we let the thieves get away. I don't understand it. How is this working? I gotta admit, I was pretty skeptical. This is the easiest infiltration we've ever done. If I had known they would be this effective, I would have brought more for future missions. It would have been a little difficult for just us to carry any more barrels back. When we get back to SRT Academy one day, we can rest some budget be allocated so you can purchase as many as you like. Rabbit 2, we're reaching the rendezvous point. Prepare for contact. Where did everyone go? Taki? Yako? Anyone at all? I'd say. Oh, the guards will come get me. I've got my radio. What really happened this time? I've got access and went back home. I'll fade away like a battery. They'll laugh and make memories while I turn to dust on this crane. How did she wind up on a crane? What's that? It moved. It's moving drum barrel. Miu. Miu. Knows my name, but it's talking. Stay back. It's that new UMA. The creep can only do with pit to chaos. Hurry up and get in here. The monster. Let's leave me alive. Very barrel monster. I'm tiny, so I'm not yummy, I promise. What are you saying? Come on, get in already. Man, around this cold, lonely world. Now I'm gonna go on up and evil barrel monster. I want to go home. Are you serious right now? Miu, pay attention. It's me, Saki. Saki? I disguised myself as a drum barrel so we can come rescue you. Look, no scary drum barrel monsters. You forgot about me for good. You really think we would do that? Yes. Considering how much you guys actually fight, yes. Come on now, no more crying. You're lead agent of SRT. Okay. Come on, into the drum barrel before guards come around. Intruders! A little late for that. Hate to break up your reunion. You got reinforcements coming from left, right, and center. Rabbit 2, it's your call. Do we engage? Textbook response to a situation like this is... run! They quickly fled to the park, protecting themselves from the rain of bullets with the drum barrels. Those persistent security guards. Did we actually lose them? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who let this thing in? Is it cryptid? Or calling chaos to Kavotos? Just can't figure it out. You really should make it go kaboom. Stop joking around. It's us. And how do you and me have the same exact reaction? What's this crawling chaos nonsense? I'm relieved everyone made it back. Not only that, but all in one piece. You weren't hurt, were you, Sensei? On one piece as well. I'm glad. Sensei had been injured accompanying us on a mission. The General Student Council would have had our hides. Saki, do you need some medicine for your poor little ego? It was perfect in the last 5 minutes as squad leader before everything went kaboom. Admit it, you're just about as good as me at field work. If it weren't for that small mishap, I could have sleepwalked through that mission. Why do you think things never work out the way they do on paper? Reality is different from our textbooks. Regardless, the operation was a success. We retrieved the carrot and no one was hurt. That really is thanks to you, Saki. Thanks. More importantly, I'm sweating and smelling like gunpowder. I'm dying to struggle on this grind, but bathing while camping is turning it up. I had a feeling you'd say that. But duh, I got firewood and towels ready so everyone can take a nice toasty bath. You procured all these before we even finished the operation? That's technically against procedures that would normally require discipline. But the whole point of this operation was to take a bath, right? Rabbit Squad? Bath time. Here! Yeah, we do have to have a shot for this. Luckily, it's a little bit better. Luckily, it's honestly better than the shot of all of the Red Winter characters in the hot springs. Now that's the stuff. I've missed this. Hot baths after mission are the best. This drum barrel serves as a surprisingly comfortable bathtub too. And temperature is just right. Perfect now. What if it gets hotter and hotter almost since we're boiling? Haven't you heard about frogs still boiling alive? Don't worry your crybaby little head too much. Like the thermal imaging equipment is keeping track of our temperature. Everyone says it's getting a little too cool in here. How about I sprinkle some of the thermite powder on the firewood? For once in your life, will you stop thinking about incendiaries? Is your brain just wired wrong? And it's perfect right now anyways. I'd rather not turn into rabbit stew. I must say, it's sort of charming. All of us bathing in the park together like this. Let's come camping again one day. After we achieve our mission and reopen the SRT Academy. By the way, are you okay with bathing out in the open like this? Of course, there's no one watching. Long missions often require us to bathe and change together like this, so it's nothing new for us. This park rarely has visitors. Any that do come as far, we met with our landmines and automatic turrets. But you know, now that I think about it, technically there is someone watching us. I didn't really know where to go. I'm going to talk about this after the reactions. This is the only time you will see basically just see a facial change for one of these. It's weird that they don't do these more. Standing guard, you're spying on bathing students right now. Leave. Leave right now and come back. Moe, I hereby authorize you to use every single incendiary you own. Blow up, pervert! Okay, I want to talk about the last bit. I want to talk about the last bit before we do it. It's really weird that we just stand there without any reaction and they just start baiting without knowing we were still here. So it's kind of a mixture of everyone's at fault. Me for just Sensei for just staying while they started bathing, them for not shooing me out of the way. Okay. I will admit though, it is one of the more lesser weird things. One of the lesser creepy things. Like, let's be straight honest. The foot thing from 1-1, you know, with if you remember with Iori, yeah, no, that's way creepier. That's also because, but I also do headcanon that we weren't even watching them. Like, we actually were kissing Iori's foot. With this they don't exactly state we were watching them. We could have just been basically just giving them privacy and just talking like an idiot. Hey, boss, we got some newcomers at the park nearby. People are transparent in nature. Much like the wind, they will come and they will leave. Must not allow your inner peace to be disquieted over such a significant event. They do not leave, however. They must learn to coexist with us. They must embrace our ideals of non-possession and find release from worldly desires of society. Tell me, do you believe they will be enlightened or to commit to our noble cause? There's no way. They're the greatest people we've ever seen. In ravaging the stores for discarded bentos we used to be able to find everywhere. Now we can find monk beanstrap bento to spare. And their sticky fingers seem to think everything belongs to them. They've been collecting blocks of wood to tower plunge and more. We won't even be able to repair the sanctuary anymore. Oh dear. Here's our newfound visitors, our group of gluttonous goblins. Very well, comrade. Take up your arms. Let us teach these immortal, greedy gluttons a lesson on the joys of non-possession. A suspicious shadow. Comes out nearby market to shop for supplies for chalet. Is that you, Sensei? What an unexpected meeting. Hi, Sensei. Long time no see, Karina. It's nice to see a student that actually will respect us. Yep, I'm patrolling the streets to protect the peace. And as an added bonus, checking out the street vendors here. There's so many different snacks in this area. I recommend a butcher shop near the front over there. Their fried croquette is one of the best things I've... Of course, that's not why I'm patrolling this area. That would be shirking my duties. This happens that many troublemakers tend to hang out here after school. And I never doubt your work ethic, you know? Thank you, Sensei. But Sensei, I hear you're taking over supervising the SRT students now. Has there been any trouble in that department? They could be threatening you for food as we speak. Or have they forced you out of your living facilities, taking over in a rampage? There's nothing to worry about. They're all good kids. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Considering they're dangerous enough to point their guns at police officers, I was very convinced they would resist you at every opportunity, Sensei. Well, you're not wrong, Carino. You're not wrong, Carino. But of course, that's simply limitless charisma of our sensei. None of those horrible students can do anything about it. I can only hope to become an exemplary you don't like yourself one day, sensei. I'm not really as impressed as you seem to think, Carino. You're so funny, sensei. But if you do run into any problems, don't hesitate to ask Valkyrie Police School. Valkyrie students are standing 24 hours by 24 hours a day, 365 days a year to ensure the safety of our citizens. We've also increased our patrols recently, considering all the atrocious rumors as of late. Atrocious rumors? Unfortunately, there's been an influx of armed homeless people terrorizing this area. Based on their appearance and incessant fighting over discarded boxed lunches, we've deduced these individuals must be homeless people without a permanent residence. Apparently, they're armed with heavy firearms as well. That's why we increased our patrols. They even snuck up to a guarded harbor and stole a load of waste material. They're incorrigible bad guys. This is strange though. They're reported to be armed to the teeth, but only seem to be after trash. It's an enigma, but Valkyrie Police School is on the case. There's no... What's wrong, Sensei? Just think of something? It's nothing. I see. Well, please do be sure to report any suspicious activity you see. There seems to be no end to issues lately. We already have a handful of policing delinquent students with their personal firearms, and others rogue unknown group that's heavily armed. At this rate, I'm going to be willing to pre-shoot against the flamethrower, or worse. Maybe this is my chance to make a supply request for the Public Safety Bureau students to have the latest firearms. I think you already know the answer to that. I guess I do. Firearms duties aren't even technically to fight crime head-on. And seeing how there's barely enough budget for bullets these days, I can't be selfish. I'll continue protecting the citizens and students that can vote us, even if I have nothing left but my bare hands. And I'm still looking forward to the possibility of being transferred to the Security Bureau as a reward for our recent achievement. Then I would see better firearms and therefore a better way to protect peace. You can do it, Carino. Sensei's encouragement always motivates me. Now if you'll excuse me, that street vendor is calling my name. I need back to patrol. Head back to shall I? Hey, you. Are you Sensei? Yeah, that's me. I got a bone to pick with you. You come with me? And we're kidnapped. I inhaled the smoke, suspicious individual sprayed my face, and my vision started to blur. Then I promptly lost consciousness. I woke several hours later in a daze. Non-possession and yakiniku bentos. They bring us to 227? You're finally awake. We were trying to cross the border like that thief. I can't do the Skyrim speak. Yes. Yes, this is a hippie robot. This is a hippie robot. I do apologize for my poor hospitality of my comrades. We don't often deal with guests. You must understand. You are... Ah, where are my manners? I am discarded. I am leader of this organization. Pursuers of non-possessive happiness. Or pursuers for short. Pursuers? You mean to say you've never heard of our organization? We're well known amongst those... Those pursuing a lifestyle of minimalism and peace. Not have heard of us? You must leave it. A egregious life of excess. Of course, I already knew that. Excuse me. I already knew you're a selfish human who orders your minions to rob poor folk of their food. I don't think I follow. Don't play dumb. I've seen you and those rabbit-eared students plotting and scheming together. Are you talking about the Rabbit Squad? Makes no difference what they're called. We call them greedy pigs. You are sabotaging your path to enlightenment. Why do we sabotage now? Society calls us by many names. Leeches, neats, homeless, good-for-nothing layabouts. But such names are facetious. Facetious. I can barely say the word. But to call us layabouts, we are noble ones pursuing non-possessiveness. Non-possessiveness? The people who can vote us today wish to possess everything they lay their eyes upon. Newest tanks, extensive rifles, cozy bunkers that block missiles. And so they buy more and more, wishing to fill the gaping hole within them with possessions. The more they purchase, the bigger it grows until it consumes their very being. True happiness comes from having, but from not having. One must be willing to release achievement to worldly possessions, to let go of the shackles of society and only indulge in what we must to survive, to be free. We are not leased upon society. We chose this life. To not work, to not own, to not possess. We freed ourselves from material greed and instead feed our souls with our impoverished lifestyle. But then, in the midst of our noble pursuit, a group of intruders arrived. These intruders donned rabbit ears and most expensive equipment on the market. Their insatiable appetite knew no bounds, plundering every bento they could lay their greedy fingers on. Like a virus, devouring all in sight. They furiously used Monk's bean sprout bento. Yakiniku bento is so popular that they're ready early to start as is, to monopolize this luxury solely for themselves. This senseless slap in the face to all we stand for. Don't you stand for letting go of material attachments? Well, you see, don't change the subject. Either way, we cannot just stand idly by and allow a squad of rabbits or bunnies or whatever you have, what have you, to carry on with their greedy acts. Now, the reason I brought you here is to make a demand. As leader of these miscreants, you will tell them that from now on, all yakiniku bentos belong to pursuers. Those kids aren't my students. They're really just my... Those kids aren't my subordinates. They're really just my students. Student or subordinate? What does that matter? As your teacher, simply make them listen. Don't look at me like that. Are you truly so confident you cannot control your students? Come with this. Don't move an inch. I'll call them on your cell phone and make my demands. I'm going to try to tell you they're not going to care. I actually, this is my favorite part of Chapter 141. This is my favorite one. Now, where's the Rabbit Squad in your contacts list? Here it is. Yes, Sensei. We're busy making dinner. Am I speaking to the leader of the Rabbit Squad? We are pursuers of non-possessive happiness, or pursuers for short. A collective monks in the city in search for true happiness. We are noble. Click. They hung up? Maybe they thought you were a phishing scam? This is why Enlightenment eludes these Horrible students. Hello? Don't hang up. This isn't a prank call. We have your precious sensei hostage. If you don't make our demands, you never see sensei again. Oh, okay. So sensei said bye-bye. They just hung up? Again? Are you really there, sensei? This college student's not showing the slightest bit of concern for you. What's wrong with all of you? Yeah, it's kind of a long story. Our plan was flawless. Must be rolling an expensive pentos by the end of it. It plan for lack of enlightenment. How would I try calling him? You, personally? I'll allow it. However, trying to call the police would end very badly for everyone. Pursuers are all very heavily armed and not afraid to fight for a noble cause. Again, sensei. I sit up all night and want to go to sleep. If you call us one more time, there's been a top quality Wagyu bento here. Do you think your precious students would care if they heard your voice? You got hung up on, just like me. Dealing with a situation like most of our students with the sensei. That is a very bad idea. That is a very fucking bad idea. Yeah, you are literally asking for death. The only reason why you're not going, the only reason why they haven't started attacking is because it's Rabbit Squad and they don't give a shit. But if you want to call, but go ahead, call the prefect team. Hina will come personally and reduce you to that pile of beads around your fucking neck. SRD, everyone back up! Saki, NCS protocol to use the Academy's name. We're not on official business. Quality Wagyu bento, please. Or head Wagyu people. An SRT. I promise, Sensei said there was some here. There. Chase yourself right to where you are, so bring yourself to meet. Oh, I didn't even know you could move that fast. Oh, hey, Sensei. Sensei, where's top quality Wagyu bento? Rabbit collection is the key to preserving the freshness of a bento. Once the discarded bento passes its expiration date, every second counts. So, as soon as Mo informed us of your call, we dropped everything and came as fast as we could. So, the thing is, you completely fell for our plan. You can't be returned by your human desire and were led astray by it. Imbeciles like you who are driven by greed are consumed by it until it leads them to utter ruin. What's this weirdo saying? Stop quality Wagyu bento. Of course there's no Wagyu bento here. They'll be selling immediately when they're in stock. What we do have here is lesson on the joys of non-possession. Comrades, rise! Listen still our noble cause to these greedy goblins. Who the hell are these guys? They appear homeless, their weapons are state of the art. Surrounded. Don't panic. Lure them into hyperspace. We'll funnel them through a choke point and pick them off one by one. Think you're scared of your weapons? Small fry, you're still small fry. Throw whatever you can at us. You're no match against SRT elites. Probably take a snack on the second floor. Alright, I'll help you with that and deal with the front. Yako, you have our backs? Always. Stay safe. Watch out for my signal before the flash grenade. That's your cue to spread out for information. Well then. Rabbit Squad, move. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. So, yeah, they literally only came because of the fucking bento. It wasn't me. I will admit, though, I don't think Miyako would have easily have gone just so easily bye-bye with Saki did. I think that's kind of the weakest part of the entire joke, you know, because I don't know, it's just but you also see another reason why I'm not a big fan of this entire story arc. It's the same joke repeated. It's the same joke repeated, and it's like, okay. Like, oh, we don't care. It's like, yeah. Like I said, we'll save the main thoughts for after this. Yeah, they're too strong. Run, Jimmy. Comrades, where are you running? The enemy's still there. These wimps don't even have the guts to get out of the job. Of course they hightailed it out of battle. I'm going home. I don't want to be a hobo anymore. Wait, no. You have to fight for me. Oh no. My precious base. All my expensive decorations worked so hard to collect. It's all burning. I haven't given up on worldly desires. Shut up! Shut up, you! It likes nice expensive things. You. If it weren't for you. Side A clear. I took out all the snipers too. Type B clear. Besides those who escaped, all the enemies on the first floor have been neutralized. Nice and clean everywhere. There might not have been a payload, but no one got hurt. Miyako, come check this out. I think this is a bunch of canned food. Smoked salmon, bacon. There's even scallops preserved in oil. What a payload. Imagine our bentos with these delicacies. Wait, keep your greedy paws off that. I was saying that high quality canned food from Gensuma to have it with a drink. Miyako, I found a bunch of other stuff too. Baby bags, tarpaulins. We can put this under us when we sleep. The ground gets so damp when it rains. Great job, you. Moe, please arrange for some transportation. There's a lot more loot than we expected. We'll be able to carry it all. Loot? Loot! That's my stuff! It's all mine! My things! My personal possessions! My everything! You can't have it! Ah, yes, I too love the noble pursuit of non-possessiveness. You call this trash your precious possessions? I don't see your little minions anywhere anyways. I don't think you'll need any of this anymore. Correct. And you're also one who baited us with false information and attempted to kill us. I mean, A, that was me. B, that was still him. I don't believe this even begins to compensate us for our losses as a direct result of your actions. You leeches, neats, you useless hobos. Why don't you don't you go out and work to earn your food? You're so strong, why are you scrounging over expired bentos anyway? Go get a real job. Be mercenaries or something, I don't care. We're not mercenaries, we're SRT agents. Well then you really shouldn't have stolen our bentos in the first place. Citizens of poverty battle for survival every day. You can just flash your big fancy weapons and bully everyone doing what you want, huh? You hypocrites. Us? Hypocrites? Look at the mirror sometime, buddy. No pursuit this, no obsession that. Meanwhile, your supposed enlightenment is just a phony scam to hide the fact you're lazy good for nothing. A real monk wouldn't care if they were eating Wagyu or monk bean sprouts. Shut up! I deserve to eat yakiniku bentos too! Break it up, you two. Shouldn't steal his things. I'll buy you what you need. I have a credit card. We don't need your help, Sensei. Neither do we need to listen to anything you say. But... weird. I don't have much of an appetite. Must work too hard. I think I'll just eat a mug bean sprout bento at home. Ew. Yes, I believe we may get stomachaches if we force ourselves to eat. Camp Rabbit, this is Rabbit 1. Please cancel transport. Operation complete. We're returning to base now. What top quality Wagyu bento? This thing said it was there. Regretfully, it looks like they're out of the top quality Wagyu bento. Luckily, we have mung bean sprouts. Luckily, we have the mung bean sprout bentos from today. They're even a few days before their expiration. Does no one appreciate me? I already arranged transport. Sorry, Moe. I think it was not possessiveness. Didn't you see the glowing current look of greed in their murderous little eyes? It's just as I said. Attachment to material possessions blinds people with greed, which inevitably leads to violence. As Saki said, you should look in the mirror. B. Blinded by greed? Nuh-uh, not in a million years. I am an enlightened one. I understand what true value is in this lost society. They have lost comrades today, but I can rebuild. Actually, I just had a thought. Sensei, why don't you join Pursuers yourself? All you must do is join prove your commitment to non-possessiveness and give up a very, very small portion of your things. I'd rather eat a mung bean sprout bento.